C'est pas faux. On appuie en même temps ou Mais tu penses que je peux enlever la musique là? Attends, trade accept Steelers. Ah c'est bon, il est accepté. Ouais, pour un joueur, j'ai reçu un tour de draft en 3ème. J'ai envoyé un joueur de ligne à 68. Moi clairement j'en ai vraiment besoin. Ouais. Parce que là, sincèrement... Ne quitte pas, j'arrive tout de suite.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, c'est bon, tu peux lancer, excuse-moi. Allez, bon match à toi.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On va voir la suite. C'est un mauvais présage pour moi, ça.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
Oh, il est revenu.
And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play.
En fait.
And it's second down now.
Première action, il met touchdown.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Oh,
and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Safe.
Il a changé le tracé.
Murray now on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, this one complete to Christian Kirk.
Complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 15.
We got this.
First down, Arizona.
On the ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check three. Boom.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
No.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Quand c'est comme ça que tu récupères pas la balle.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Ouais, mais toi, t'as réussi à prendre des yards.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ouais. On dirait c'est... Ah ouais?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check girls.
Now Murray. That's caught. It's Malone. And he goes down, but not before getting this
Il y a plus
inside the
le gars là,
25. A
Fitzgerald.
gain there of 30 big ones.
Ah bon? Il était là, j'ai...
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention
Il avait quel âge,
well.
lui?
And they'll throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second down.
Oui.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Ah, il est fort, lui, hein, putain. Même l'autre, hein.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Les deux, c'est des barbares.
General West. Mike 5-9. Man, I got you.
Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
Vas-y, y'a pas de problème.
in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's our time. Check. Lucky. Leave it. Bring up 48. Watch the shot. Greystone, travel. Land 50.
Now Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
On the carry, it's Cook. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
This is taken at about the 14. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Let's go. 56 yards. 54. Drop in.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now Johnson. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right? Chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Vikings nothing.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. On the toss, here's Johnson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check, 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 check.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
1st down, Arizona.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Open man there is Malone. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We got 3.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quick.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Doxson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Murray.
Hey!
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Putain.
Play fake. Cousins. Going deep
Oh, la
for
vidéo me vend
Diggs.
super mal. J'ai jamais vu ça, quoi. Oh, non, c'est pas possible.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3.
Il a même pas lancé sur le bon joueur.
Safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
I can't believe they even let you play.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. And this will be a pickup of 4 here up to their own 20.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Murray now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Mais lui, il donne pas la balle à l'adversaire.
Point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Down to lose one. No.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike is 59, Mike to 59. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Following the interception, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Right there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, man.
He's got the first down here inside the 30, and down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Comment il l'a poussé.
Because we saw them working on it in practice this week, and for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. first down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
C'est pas quelqu'un de précis.
They come out here in the eye. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Throwing. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Suckup. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
First down, Cardinals.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be stuck cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped that one by.
Oh la pute! Elle était pas loin de moi.
First down, Arizona.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So, line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, second and
Yes,
10.
sir.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Murray with a third and long. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, let's bring it. Can't. He's checking. Crash. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
Get that 61, matchbox lights.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins.
Woo!
And he whips that one incomplete
La passe D, la passe D.
Intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Elle est pas, tout ça, mais en mode léger, il a dit non, c'est fou, on va arrêter quand même. Parce qu'il avait la balle dans les mains quand même.
He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals.
Elle est partie avant.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're not ready for this. They still
On play action, Cousins. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Cousins now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down.
Non, je t'en prie.
At the 11-yard line.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
An old man is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. This is caught. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Oh, moi aussi.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Non.
As they head to the field now, with the game
this close, je comprends pas pourquoi je les prends tous, alors que je tape le même pas, j'appuie sur... C'est un anti-fan, ça, non?
They have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down.
Oh non.
And the tip there altered the ball flight and falls incomplete.
Ah, il me l'a donné. Tiens.
Et
encore, c'est parce que tu viens sur moi. Putain de merde. Ah.
He sets to fire deep. And that one was nearly picked.
C'est la deuxième fois. Ça, c'est pas bon, ça. Ça, c'est pas bon signe du tout pour moi.
Now it brings up third down.
Deuxième fois que tu m'offres des ballons.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10 and I'm just thinking to myself.
Là, il y a personne, c'est encore pire. Là, il y a vraiment personne.
Before a big scene, right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On third down, Murray. Open man there is Malone. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 23.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Throwing on second down. Murray. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
Whoa.
I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. Taking it in, and the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st.
Switch.
On va partir pour ça.
1st down, here's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score.
Putain de merde! Putain de merde!
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate
Non, je n'ai
something
pas
like
fait
that,
d'audible, je regardais en fait ce qu'il me proposait.
Exclamation mark,
Et après j'ai dit non, je vais rester sur ça. Et quand en fait j'ai vu ta défense, j'ai pensé au blitz. Je me suis dit, il faut lâcher vite en fait, tu vois. Ouais! Ouais les gars, on est déjà revenu pire. 7 minutes 50. Dernier carton.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Mais sincèrement,
that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here.
Oh mais il a laissé. Il a pas bougé.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Cousins on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. Who told me,
c'est bien les enfants. Super garçon.
I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison.
Oh, le bâtard.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. On the ball. Check.
58, right there. 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 58, right there
J'ai très important.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins being chased out left.
Oh là là,
They'll wind up
petit.
with positive
Je peux pas prendre de
yardage.
risque.
It's a gain of
Tu veux
3.
nous massacrer là.
But now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He
Je
took a
pense
possible
continuer un peu plus
negative
loin,
and turned
mais-
it into positive yardage
C'était
and slid
fumble.
down to avoid taking a big shot.
Ah bah non, je pense que
Excellent
sincèrement, je vais
job
prendre le
getting
fumble.
down and avoiding the big hit.
After you. I'm coming after you. Switch.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Non.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He
Oui,
needed
choix
2, he
le plus
got
judicieux,
1,
là,
and that's
peut-être.
going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
La défense, ouais.
And Suckup will put this one right
Et si
through,
je me rate, je suis
and that'll
foutu.
make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Voilà.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost
On
him
est
about
ensemble,
7
collés,
yards
serrés,
all
si
told
manqué.
as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking a pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as
Putain, le
opposed to
Texas
playing
m'a
to
fait trop
win.
mal.
And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Ah ouais?
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ça court, les gars, ça court. Oh, le bateau.
That ball complete to Isabella.
Pour revenir.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
C'est terminé.
Isabella.
Il est pas
His
revenir,
3rd
malheureusement.
touchdown now on the year.
22.
And the Cardinals push further out in front. As a
Ah
former
ouais, ils attendaient que
DB,
ça.
you might not like to
Ça,
see
c'est
that,
fait.
but from a wide receiver's perspective,
Correctement.
those are the plays
Très,
they
très
dream
bien.
of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing his Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his second
Laissez-moi
sack
quelques
of the
secondes,
afternoon.
Mali. Il était
That's
seul.
number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
C'était
They say the eye in the sky does not lie, and that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
SOS. Yellow. Watch 36.
Play action now. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them.
Jean, il a fait play action, il a avancé sur le côté droit de
trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Cousins forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
Putain,
they
on a tenté
Alain Toc. Je me suis dit. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Aïe. Mais bien joué à toi.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Check.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Après là, le pick 6, il m'a fait trop mal au mental.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
J'étais pas dans une mauvaise phase en plus.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Là par contre nous on est dans la spirale au contraire. On est dans une spirale. Oh putain. Ah ouais?
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. I took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cards, they fall a game under 500 now and 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall a
game
under...
Olivier, qu'au contraire, dans ce Madden, je sentais moins les blessures parce que l'ancien c'était abusé. Hein.